another half marathon or two, depending on my budget, because races cost money.
No shit.
Are they expensive to enter?
Well, the Ottawa Marathon was $100.
Oh, that's a lot.
They're at least
Here's the way it works.
$100. I mean,
Here's the way it works. It's based on the organization, based on how big or how small it is. Oh, hi. I'm podcasting. I can't read your story. I wish I could. Do you want to come say hi to people? You want to come say hi? And then you can go upstairs and go to bed, like I asked you half an hour ago? Okay, you can look at that upstairs. Because I need the room to myself, so we go. Well, she can't read English, big girl. That's why.
But she doesn't want me to look.
Well, then you listen to her. Come on.
Someone's using every trick in the book to stay awake.
But.
Come on.
But.
We're already live on YouTube, child. Isabel, go upstairs. Vaval's calling you. I can hear her through the headphones. She's calling you. Go. Love you. Close my door, please.
Ale.
Bye. Oh, man. Yeah, so here's how it works. If they're really well organized and they have a really great reputation and they're going to attract a lot of people and stuff, they're going to be a little pricier than the smaller ones. But basically, it's an event that has multiple distance events. Like you'll do a 5K, a 10K, or a half marathon. The shorter the distance, the cheaper the registration fee.
Yeah, like with the rock and roll series in Vegas, you've got the half marathon. No, you've got on Sunday you've got a 10K, a half marathon, and a full marathon that all start at the same time, but then they split off in different sections, and the prices go up there. And then the night before there's a 5K, which is like $45. But the half marathon to early register was $99. Then it bumped up to $125.
Yeah,
but
pricey.
Yeah, but you can buy packages and then get special medals, which is what I did. I got a 3 race pack. Hells yeah! I got 3 half marathons for $199, which was the price of 2 of them. And you get another medal for having completed 3 within a certain period of time. I can get another medal if I do another half marathon on the East Coast. I'll get a special East Coast medal, but I'm not that crazy. So I'm going to do September, October, November, and I think that's it until, like, I want to keep doing the Vegas in November because we go to Vegas twice a year, and I think it's fun. And it's a half marathon. It's only a couple hours out of my life.
Very manageable distance.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So, yeah.
Well, you're a superstar.
Well,
so,
no, you are.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. There was welcome to Potential Running Talk. And Potential, when the fuck are you going to bed?
Potentially never.
Yeah. We're live on YouTube. We've been live on YouTube for a while. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hello, YouTube.
Just want to say hi, welcome to the show, and
Bienvenue.
Go ahead.
What? Go ahead. You're listening. Sorry.
What? She's drinking wine.
No, I'm really not. I don't have any. Wow.
Get her some wine.
You're listening to.
Can you guys go ahead without me? I'll be back as soon as I can. Pretend there's a theme. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
It's recording, so just go ahead. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. You're listening to PotentialCast, Season 7, Episode 12, Potential. Dawn's belief that she's not an important part of the upcoming fight changes after one of the... let me start over.
Yeah.
Okay. You're listening to PotentialCast, Season 7, Episode 12, Potential. Dawn's belief that she's not an important part of the upcoming fight changes after one of Willow's spells makes her think she's a potential slayer too.
Spoiler alert! Right there.
You were a little bit Cylon-y there, Steph, but that's okay. We should be all right.
Okay. My name is Stephanie.
This is Kimberly.
I am Gabby.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Illyrio.
I'm Olivia.
Megan, welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Did
Happy
you
to be
watch?
here.
Did you watch Buffy when you were a wee little lass?
I started, when it was originally airing when I was, in junior high, back in the first seasons. So I watched the first, at least the first 3 seasons when they were on, and then I think I kind of, that was before internet was super huge and before you could find, at least before
Right.
I knew how to find all that stuff. So I didn't even know that it was still on after a certain point.
Oh, wow.
I saw like the season 5 finale and I thought that was the end. It wasn't until later that I even knew there was a 6th and 7th season. I was like, who are these people? What's happening?
Wow.
So since you were in junior high watching it originally, did it really speak to you as somebody also very young growing up at the same time?
I think, being all hormonal and stuff, like, I know exactly what they're going through. Minus the vampires and witches,
Right.
like, but yeah, like, I wish my high school experience was more like theirs. We don't have, brooding vampires following us around or anything. I actually dressed up for, I think it was my senior year for the Halloween dance as Buffy. My stepdad like whittled me a steak and everything. I wore my friend's pleather pants and it was pretty awesome.
Great. So were you influenced by the fashion of the time? Do you think their clothes are like so cool?
Probably some of them. I don't think I was as into Willow's wardrobe. I'm sure I was pretty envious of a lot of Buffy's clothes and.
So you didn't wear fuzzy sweaters?
No, although I always wanted leather pants. Those were the hottest thing for some reason back then.
They were. I had a pair of black pleather pants. And they weren't pleather, they were vinyl. And I had to someone warned me, you have to put baby powder in the legs before you put them on because they'll be easier to get off.
Okay, did somebody warn you or did you learn that from friends, Ross Geller?
No, someone actually told me. They probably got it from friends. And it did make all the difference. However, when you sweat and it mixes with the powder, it turns into this nasty paste.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember them wearing, I think I wore them to our school's award show one year. So I had these pleather pants on and this it's not fluffy, but it's this string is frayed. You know what I mean? So it looks fuzzy, but it's not. Oh, this is so embarrassing. But anyways, yeah, that's what I wore a top like that with those pants and these high platform sneakers.
I want a picture.
If I find a photo, I will send it. And my hair was that was my hair was blonde, and I had the dark outlined lip with the lighter shade inside. Oh, so ugly. If I find a photo, I will send.
Oh my God, yes, please.
I will.
It'd be like my birthday and Christmas already.
I'll send a private Instagram pic that only 3
please.
people can see.
Well, good, because I don't have Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat's weird. So I think we discussed that already.
All right, let me read my fun facts.
Please.
Okay, so this was written by Rebecca Rand Kirshner, directed by James A. Contner. It aired January 21st, 2003. Happy birthday, Buffy! The 12th episode of the season is generally the episode in which Buffy has her birthday, apart from the first season, which was a mid-season replacement and probably began just after Buffy's 16th birthday. This is the only season where Buffy's birthday is not only uncelebrated but is also unacknowledged. In the birthday episode of the previous season, Older and Far Away, oh, that's such a good one. Spike, don't y'all love that one?
Sure.
Where they're trapped in the house for the birthday party.
How frick?
Well, I guess it's better than this.
So Spike suggested Buffy should not celebrate her birthday anymore, as something happens in each of her birthdays past: a surprise, helpless, a new man, blood ties, older and far away.
Mm-hmm.
Slayer lore. Buffy comments in her short speech after breaking up the giggling potentials chatter that one of them could become the next Slayer if she dies. This is incorrect.
Yep.
As her first death at the end of season 1 called Kendra, technically ending her time as the Slayer. In the line, the fact that she was revived and still lives as a Slayer is an anomaly. When Kendra died by the hands of Drusilla, it called Faith. It would not be Buffy's death, but Faith's that would call a new Slayer. If the comment was true, a Slayer should have been called when Buffy died at the end of season 5. Joss Whedon has said himself in an interview that the trigger, so to speak, had been passed to Kendra and then Faith. However, because of the mystical resurrection Buffy was prey to in the season 6 premiere, it is believed that this reassociated her with the Slayer line, would make her death call a new Slayer.
Sure. Sure, Joss.
Convenience.
Way to go, Joshua. Just totally that's when he becomes Josh, when he has a lame excuse for something.
Oh, gosh.
Megan, does that bother you?
Padded cell somewhere?
I don't think I mean, it makes more sense than I'm sure if something else had happened, since they, did actually bring her back from the dead. I can see that making sense. I mean, it's still kind of a stretch, searching for an explanation. Did he say that after this, this line aired, or is it?
I'm not sure. Probably.
I mean, do we need to start calling him Damon or Carlton? Oh my God, that's bullshit. But okay, whatever.
When Dawn is thought to be a potential, Willa says that it would make sense because she shares the blood with Buffy. Then Anya goes on to say that she never really got that, referencing the fan confusion over the subject.
Yeah. I may have chuckled at that line.
I chuckled too because I had a flashback to, what was it, last episode when I said, if Dawn's a potential, I'm out.
Because the Slayer, it's not in your blood. It's totally random. Like if it was in your blood, then it would be isolated to one area. You got a Slayer in California. You got a Slayer in New York City, who's African American. You have a Slayer in China. So it's not a bloodline. It's random.
Yeah, I mean Joyce would have been a Slayer, and then maybe.
It was just too much for me to take. I was just like, this is just not right. But when that crazy girl Amanda came in to talk to Buffy when she started, and then they said, oh, there's another Slayer in Sunnydale. I was like, oh, it's probably Amanda or it's probably friggin' Dawn.
Yes, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be Amanda. Then I'm like, oh, fake out, it was Dawn. Oh, wait a minute, it really is Amanda. Damn.
Double fake out.
What?
Conveniently standing behind the door.
It's the Joss Whedon double fake out.
Man.
Potential trivia. Chloe is a potential but does not appear in this episode, despite her own objections to the idea of the cruciamentum. And Helpless, you remember it was Buffy's birthday and Giles drugged her and they locked her up with a vampire as like a test. Took away her powers. Yes.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it stormed here a while ago, so that's probably my internet breaking up.
Steph, you're a complete Cylon right now.
Yeah.
Whoa, I can hear her fine. Weird.
Uh-oh, that's weird.
Okay, now you're better.
Okay, I don't know what I was saying. Where was I at?
There's
No.
a potential that's not there.
Oh, okay. Chloe is a potential, but she does not appear in this episode. Despite her own objection to the idea of the cruciamentum. Do you remember that in Helpless when Giles took away her Slayer powers and she had to fight the vampire without any powers?
Okay, say that all again, because it was all Cylon-y.
Okay, do you remember in Helpless?
No, before that.
Okay,
who was not? Carla's not in this episode?
Who?
Is that her name? Is that
Chloe?
Chloe.
Is this Cheers? Yeah,
I don't
Coach
care.
wasn't on it either.
I do not care about these potentials. Go on.
I
So
know.
Chloe was not in this episode.
Right.
Go.
The Kardashians? I'm confused.
Okay, despite her own objections to the idea of the cruciamentum, Helpless, remember? Helpless, this is exactly what Buffy submits the potentials to. They are trapped in a building without any Slayer powers, expected to kill a vampire through the use of their cunning and training alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Clem's face gag that scares the potentials in the demon bar is essentially a CGI version of the one in Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Did it look familiar?
Mm-hmm.
What?
No.
Yes, it did.
Don't remember.
Clem's face gag that scares the potentials.
Oh,
I remember.
right.
I remember that, but I don't remember Beetlejuice.
When you told me just now, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, but I wouldn't have been like, oh, it's a Beetlejuice reference.
Yeah. I'm not smart.
It looked familiar when he did it, but I couldn't place where I'd seen that happen.
I totally thought Beetlejuice, but I was obsessed with that movie when I was younger. And then someone shoplifted, and I was disillusioned.
What happened? What?
Winona Ryder.
Oh. So it wasn't necessarily the movie Beetlejuice you're obsessed with. It was Winona Ryder.
I was obsessed with Beetlejuice too.
Okay.
Remember Skinny Alec Baldwin, everyone? Or Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember Skinny Alec Baldwin.
Like I was obsessed with Harry Belafonte because of that movie.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Our whole family, all we did was sing every song off that album.
Wow.
Harry Belafonte is at the center of my favorite Christmas album.
Nice.
But also, he was a huge civil rights activist and literally drove down the highway followed by cars and trucks full of KKK members.
Well, he's not dead, right? He's still alive, right?
Yeah, I think he's still alive.
I think he's still alive.
Much more into the scene back then.
Harry Belafonte's birthday is my birthday, March 1st.
Oh.
I think your birthday's his birthday.
Well, then in
Technically.
that case, then my birthday is his birthday, and Justin Bieber's birthday is our birthday.
There you go. Oh, I'm sorry you share a birthday with that.
I know.
You've been doing this for 7 seasons, and you're finally going to get kicked off the podcast for that. You know the rules. It's in our fucking constitution.
Fine, Ron Howard.
Oh, you've got a great birthday.
Mm.
I do. And plus, it's mine. Hello.
Sorry, Steph. We
Fun
went on a
fact,
tangent.
fun
What else
fact.
is next?
Amanda, the role of Amanda, who first appeared in Help, was originally intended as a one-episode part, but was brought back as a recurring character beginning with this episode due to Sarah Hagen's connection to episode writer Rebecca Rand Kirshner, who wrote for Hagen's previous series, Freaks and Geeks.
I love that show.
That's a great show. Man, that's a great show. Amanda's comment that most students think Buffy is a high-functioning schizophrenic relates back to the episode Normal Again, in which Buffy is diagnosed with schizophrenia in the mental hospital reality.
God, I missed that!
Quotes, guys, quotes.
It just makes me think of Sherlock, except it's, high-functioning sociopath?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I miss when she was crazy. I like that reality.
That was a great episode.
I never really got into it as much as you guys, I don't think.
Oh, I wish that was for real all the time.
That's like if the whole episode was in her head, right? I mean, the whole series is in her head.
Or
right?
in a snow globe.
Or in a snow globe. Or it was all a dream, like Newhart.
Aww.
You really should wear more sweaters.
He should. What else, Steph?
Andrew makes references to Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, and Goku when trying to express his desired role in the group. He also asked Dawn if she wants to play Dragon Ball Z. James Marsters, who plays back, portrayed Piccolo in Dragon Ball Evolution and is an open fan of the anime.
Yeah.
Andrew asks if they're going to get the microwave fixed. Dawn smashed it in Conversations with Dead People. Oz is mentioned for the first time since season 5 and is never mentioned again. Spoiler alert.
Aw, poor Oz.
I miss Oz.
No, you don't.
No, I probably don't. Oh.
Andrew mentions that it's hard to kill a pig, a reference to Never Leave Me.
That was funny.
That also made me. I chuckled so much in this episode.
It was a funny episode.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
When Willow finishes doing the spell, that smell goes into the room, and Dawn says that she will open the door to get rid of the smell or something like that. Dawn then walks away. However, when Willow says Dawn is very close to the group. Now, if the smell was that bad, she would have rushed towards the door, and even if she was walking, she would have been at the door by the time Willow called her name, yet she was quite close to the group still. So it looks like she was told to just wait in that spot until Willow called for her. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Yay!
All right, well, Illyria, what you missed was we discussed that Buffy tells the potentials that she dies, one of them will be called.
Which is insane!
Right?
Because
a lie!
Because it's fake.
Right. But Joss has this explanation that when they magically resurrected her, that put her back in line.
But that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Right.
Faith isn't dead.
Because Josh Eden said it.
Right, so I changed his name to Carlton.
Oh.
Or Damon.
Or Damon. Whichever one you prefer to use.
Well, listen, retconning is a fine tradition in science fiction genre. The great Jossus, as some people call him, is not infallible. It's okay to kind of decide to fit the script around what you want to see. It's fine. Just kind of say something else maybe, because it's fiction. Just make it up. Don't pretend like it didn't happen. Like, that's my problem. I think that we all know that Faith is the Slayer that has to die before a new one comes in. We all know this. It's established. It's canon. So make it something else. Maybe come up with something else. Why be lazy about that part, right? It's just just make it up. As
maybe
Ralph
because they
Waldo
couldn't get Faith to come back to film some stuff.
No, but don't even include Faith. Just have
something.
Just have another explanation for these potentials. Just as Ralph recently said on All Right, Let's Do a Podcast, when he was talking about Doctor Who, it's like just sonic screwdriver something up, Just figure it out. Just make something up. Just
yeah, because Doctor Who is really good at that. Just like one sentence can make things fit together that can't.
Except in the 50th anniversary special, when he found an excuse to not include all the old actors because they aged. Just sonic screwdriver some excuse up. Everybody's gonna buy it. It'll make all the fans happy for half a second.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being too demanding, but it's like
be like a little wink to the fans, I guess.
Yeah, and like, I mean, Joss could, or whoever is in charge at this point, if it isn't entirely him, I'm sure somebody could come up with an intelligent idea that wouldn't be too outrageous. I mean, nothing could be more outrageous than just expecting us to just, oh yeah, sure, yeah, it's Buffy now. Like, whatever.
Yeah, they should have said, when the Slayer dies, they will be called. Something like that.
Do you think they were trying to make it sound more intense, that like when like Buffy was speaking, when I die, one of you will replace me, like that just less separation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Sure.
I guess like how they talked about when they thought that Dawn was the chosen one, when she was a potential, they just kept on and on about how, her life is going to be abbreviated. Her life is going to end soon. Why is that guaranteed? Buffy has lived, well, no, never mind. Buffy's died several times.
Well, there you go.
Buffy Summers, she died a lot.
Yeah, I mean, even using the excuse, she's the acting Slayer. She's a Slayer on duty. Okay, I can buy that because the other one is, as far as we know, still incarcerated.
Right.
So, there you go.
Orphan is the new faith, as they've been trying to promote.
Who's the new faith?
Orphan is the new faith. Or faith is the new black.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Orange?
Got it.
Black?
I got it. Got it.
See, I get show names confused. For a while I was getting Game of Thrones and House of Cards confused.
Because they're so confusing.
I was saying House of Games, right? Or Game of Cards. I never said House of Swords because that's just stupid.
Thrones.
Or that one. But, no, I was avoiding a TH word because I knew I was going to say thorns. I don't know. Just make something up, Justice. It'll be all right.
We'll be fine. Sorry, I was using the microwave.
Someone operating the microwave?
I was, sorry.
Wasn't smashed by Dawn?
No.
Ugh.
So.
Okay, where are we?
We're talking about these crazy hipsters that use chopsticks when they eat salad. Like, what the hell? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
What the?
Inside joke, guys. All right, continue.
These, the hipster potential. The one with the hat.
Yeah.
No, but seriously. It's like, you don't make friends with salad and you don't eat it with chopsticks. Here, let me demonstrate.
No, there are two girls at the gym that I work out at, and they bring food after they're done the workout.
A bowl of salad.
All they use is chopsticks for everything that they eat with.
Right.
It's annoying.
Fork right there.
Nice. So easy.
Well, let me ask you this. I asked my husband. He said it was rude.
Let me mute my mic so John Pavlich doesn't send me angry hate mail.
Sorry, Steph.
I was asked to get off a machine today.
What?
This girl could do a rep, I was like, what?
Did she sign up for it?
Huh?
Did she sign up for it and you went over the time?
No.
Then
No.
tell her to take a hike.
I was like, that's so rude. Anyway.
It is rude. You were like, yeah, when I'm done, you can go on.
That's what I should have said. Little girl.
It was a little girl, too, and you should have some respect. Jesus. What's wrong with these people?
Bitches.
Anyways.
Anyway, so Okay, so Buffy and Spike are training the potentials in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And I like how, as the episode progresses, the girls are realizing that Buffy and Spike have a history.
So hot.
Oh.
So Dawn feels left out.
Oh, I'm so shocked because she's never felt that way before. Oh, so yeah, so we have sad sack Dawn.
And Sandra needs to go home and take a shower.
What? Oh my.
Why are you paying all that rent for an apartment you're not living in?
Because he's saving the world.
Ugh.
You know what? We make fun of Xander or whatever. I like his little speech to Dawn tugged the heartstrings. I loved it. No one else? Okay, fine. Good night.
No, I rolled my eyes as I do.
didn't. After going through a recent breakup, I was like, this hits too close to the
I haven't
bone.
been through a recent breakup, and I thought it was fantastic.
This hits too close.
What
Too
happened?
close.
What happened? What happened? I've got the cold heart. What happened to me? I think it's because I get blinders on when certain things happen with certain people. And we have my two favorites,
I'm the
Xander
same.
and Palmolive, having a heart to heart. And I'm like, I don't
You're
fucking
telling me
care.
if that same conversation happened between Spike and Buffy, I would have been like, boring.
See? I would have been
like, get out of here.
She's so no, and
It was
then
interesting to me because these are the two people that, you know. And Xander said it pretty well. It's like, we're not special, but that's what makes us special. I know that's not a direct quote, but that's actually the gist of it.
That's what people that aren't special tell themselves. I'm special because I'm not special.
Oh, come on, Gabby. That's hard.
Special
I
because
don't
I'm
know,
not
but-
special.
But there's other rooms to hang out in that house, and they're always hanging out. All of them, always.
On the couch where Joyce died.
On one couch.
The couch of perpetually delayed mourning.
Yeah.
I still can't understand why Dawn would want to be a potential after she would, throw tantrums basically about being the key. She didn't like being the key, so why would she want to be special this way?
So true.
Convenience.
And sneak out again about this one.
Oh my God.
Maybe because she just wants to be like her big sister.
Maybe
Gabby and my eyes rolled at exactly the same moment. You guys feel the slight tilt in the Earth's axis there?
Because my eye roll is always accompanied with an ugh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mine is always preceded by ugh.
I don't know, she's jealous that all these other girls are spending all this time with her sister. I don't know. She's a ball of light. She's a little ball of light. She's not a real. And Andrew is annoying.
Poor Dawn.
Yeah, pretty darn annoying.
And, wow, we have Andrew hanging out with
Wait,
Olive.
but he does have a point.
Yeah.
Andrew does have a point. Why is Spike special? Spike's evil. Why are you...
Because he's boinking Buffy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think he's going to be again, for sure. But
Poor Farino.
I think what's... besides the constant pop culture references, because that's how Andrew speaks, his constant, like, oh, is it because I'm evil? You're not evil. It reminds me of that, oh my God, that old Kids in the Hall skit with like with a reoccurring character with Dave when he was the devil. No, was it Dave? No, it was the other guy. It was like, is it because I'm evil? He was just not. He wasn't particularly bad.
Well, and I think Andrew is just a follower.
Yeah.
He's just such a follower. He'll do whatever he's told.
He's becoming one of my favorite characters.
Aha.
Oh my god.
Because he's so random. And that goes against everything I said because he's basically the new Anya. And when she did it, I was like, you guys are so lazy writing such a stupid thing for her to say. Anyways.
What is happening, table?
Very much so. Sorry.
Okay. I don't know, where were we? Sorry.
Sorry, Steph.
So no, it's fine. So Willow performs the spell to locate because that really convenient plot that one of the witches from England calls and says that they've located another potential in the area.
Uh-huh.
And so Willow performs the spell to locate that new potential.
Yep.
And so they think it's Dawn, but what it is Amanda is standing at the door because she's come to look for Buffy because she knows Buffy knows something.
Or she just wanted more advice.
Yeah. Advice on how to get rid of the creepy person that she locked in the classroom at school.
Scratched her forehead with her teeth.
And no principal in this episode again.
Yeah, I kind of miss him.
Yeah, me too. What's going on?
Has anybody ever been at school after hours? I always wanted to go home. When school was up, who are these people that hang around the school late at night?
I don't know.
Yeah, like why was she there till when it was dark? I remember the latest we stayed, like if we had music practice or if I had like whatever team I was on, we were out of there by 5.
Yeah. Well, now Morgan and them, they have practice plays until 9 o'clock at night.
9 o'clock at night?
God.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, that's too late.
That was when they had a really great director, and I mean they put on some great plays, but he's retired now, so no more of that. He was hardcore.
I bet.
In high school, we never really stayed in late, but I was never in one of the like we had a fine arts option in our high school, and I never did those. But I know that those guys stayed at the school later, especially when they were prepping plays. My only participation in the plays is I would video them. I would be in charge of the video camera during the performances. Apart from that, never did anything. Really wanted to though.
I don't remember ever being at school super late.
No.
You couldn't wait to get the hell home.
Yeah. 7 hours is enough.
General Hospital was on, people.
Oh my god, yeah, I had Little House on the Prairie I had to deal with. I had the monkeys that I also had to deal with after work, after school. My junior and senior year, I actually had a job to go to.
What?
To make money. Yeah, I worked part-time nights and weekends after school to make money to afford things.
A counselor?
No, I was not a counselor.
That would be the best. 2 years away from high school and I get hired as a guidance counselor.
You know, people, too many times this season, people have been talking about other people in the house, and they can hear them.
Oh.
Just
SOD, man.
Just talking loudly, like
SOD.
We're talking about Dawn, but we don't want her to hear us, and she can hear us as plain as day.
Yeah, let's talk about somebody really loudly outside of their door. I bet they can't hear because the door is shut. What? Are the rooms made of lead? I'm so confused. Why would they make them with that? Oh.
It's weird.
How big is the Summers house? It's got to be, what, 99,000 square feet? God.
That would be awesome. I don't think that's the case.
I mean, the living room is going to be gigantic to hold all those annoying potentials comfortably at all times. Ugh.
Buffy and Spike take the girls to the demon bar and they meet Clem.
I was not going to see Clem. Yeah. It was pretty interesting seeing the girls being all, yo, can we drink? And like, okay. And then the girl that they mentioned. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm not interested either. That would not be my thing.
I'm still not buying that they're all 15, but okay.
That was what I was going to say. Do we know the range? Like Kennedy.
Okay, yeah. I asked this on the potential spoilers group. Kennedy is like 20 or 20. No, she's 19. 19 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest are 15 because at some point in a previous episode, Kennedy said she's too old to be called.
Huh. Well,
why is she there then?
To irritate me? Pretty sure. And apparently countless others.
And like I was saying earlier, I think that this is the problem. You have to be 18 to act in a series. And so you have... Huh?
I've seen child actors before.
Well, yeah, there's child actors, but they want an 18-year-old because they can work them to death when they're 18. But when they're a child, they can only work so many hours a day. And so you have all these 18-year-olds trying to act like little kids. And I think that's what's annoying. Like, Sarah Michelle Gellar, when the series first started, she looked 15 or 16. She looked young.
Yeah, she looked very young.
And I think Allison Hannigan pulled off acting young for a while. But at this point, Allison Hannigan's 29. And,
really?
Yeah, and...
Nicholas
Brendan is 31.
Wow.
Hey now.
But what's weird is they're older girls trying to act younger, but younger girls acting older. So it's weird. It's weird. Like, especially Kennedy, but we'll talk about that later.
Hey guys.
Hey, let's talk about what happened with Amanda and Dawn.
Okay.
Sure.
So Dawn realizes that now that she's the chosen one, she's going to help defend Amanda, and they're going to go and take care of this themselves.
Yeah, and I really like how I thought this episode was very good with ramping up the action, because you have the action of with Dawn and Amanda at the school, along with cutting back to Buffy and the potentials in the crypt.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I will say that I kind of... Okay, Dawn thinks she's chosen. Dawn thinks she's going to be able to kick the vampire. If Dawn is actually Slayer material, wouldn't she tell Amanda to not come with her and to stay safe? Meanwhile, which turned out to work out really well in the end.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that was something else.
Uh-huh.
How closely does Amanda's experience with vampires early on, as she's realizing that she's called to be the Slayer, parallel Buffy's earliest reactions as the Slayer? Because it kind of I kind of had this feeling like I was watching the movie again, where there was this teenager who like doesn't realize that she has this ability, and all of a sudden she's fighting a vampire. It was really cool. I really liked that part of it.
Yeah, like she has no idea. She doesn't know what to call things. She doesn't know the language.
But she instinctively knows what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I'm watching as we're talking about it again, and I'm just giggling at the fact that she's involved with swing choir.
Can someone explain to me what swing choir is?
I have no idea.
Regular choir?
We had swing band. We didn't have swing choir, but
is it
swing you just sing swing music.
I would say, is it like a cappella, but they
or
sing
maybe it incorporates a little
music?
dance.
Maybe.
I don't know. If there was only a machine that we could use to find out this information, what is swing choir? I don't know.
Siri, what is swing choir?
Let me think about that.
Show choir, swing choir.
For swing choir.
This is weird because
it's totally
I did a
like
Google search
acapella.
and it showed up. No results with the swing choir showed up. Everything else showed up with show choir. I mean, I know we're just being pedantic right now. But it really bothered me because I had no idea what that was.
I think it's like show choir.
Sure.
Was
Let's go with that.
Hall about to come to the stage or something? What was that music?
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh no! Hey, everyone, go watch that movie.
Oh my God, it is amazing! I can't believe.
Pitch Perfect 1 or 2.
Yes, I'm only seeing the first one.
I'm not a fan.
Go watch the sequel.
I didn't like it at all.
I'm in a movie draft pool this summer, and I'm very close to. I only could afford 2 movies.
You saw the second
Pitch
one?
Perfect 2. No, I haven't watched either of them. I'm not interested, but I'm gambling with it. I bought Pitch Perfect 2 and I bought Avengers, so go see Pitch Perfect 2 or before Mission Impossible kicks my butt in this pool.
Oh my God! It is. So, I fought seeing it, and I got drunk on Mai Tais and got it on demand. It is fucking
so
amazing.
Funny.
Oh my God! So funny.
Awesome.
Yep. A musical that's not a musical. Ha ha! That's why I like it.
Yeah. So we find out that in fact it isn't Dawn who is the chosen one, but Amanda.
The potential slayer is apparently willing to sick a vampire on the marching band.
Yeah.
There's bad enough blood between them and the swing choir that she's willing to sacrifice them to the vampire.
And in high school, I feel like that's justifiable. I see nothing wrong with that.
Wow, that's cold. Cold.
Running out of beer. We're gonna have to wrap up soon. So.
Okay. Yeah.
No time pressure. I'm just joking. So, how disappointed was Dawn versus how relieved was she?
I think for a split second she was disappointed and then she was relieved.
Yeah, and then she went back to feeling all sad sack. I'm not special anymore. Which is interesting. And then Xander comes in with his speech, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I really enjoyed the, okay, we're going to lock you in with a vampire now. See?
Drop the steak.
Walk off the stage.
Mom and Dad leave.
Would they really have put her into the danger? Well, obviously they did, but I just thought that was whatever. Let's move on. I don't want to dwell.
I don't know. This new confident teacher Buffy is so bizarre to me.
She's out of character.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a nice departure from, poor me. I came back from heaven. I've got all this responsibility. Blah, blah. I mean, it's nice that we're not dealing with that anymore. Or that's, but it's just, it seemed to just come out of nowhere. Like a switch flipped. I mean, it's kind of nice, but it's weird. It's kind of cold. It's strange.
I'm thinking maybe now she's found purpose.
It's like she's Giles now. She's the teacher.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And also, she's teaching. She's training the person who's going to take over her job when she dies.
Yeah.
Or
she
that
has
she
to die.
Yeah. I was gonna be, or so she thinks, but then no, we've already gone through this.
Yeah.
This ragtag group of annoying girls.
I don't want any of them to be the next Slayer.
They're all awful.
I think once the first is gone, there's no more need for a Slayer. I think that'll be it. No more Slayers.
Yay!
But then what about the vampires? They're just going to run wild?
No more vampires.
Every demon will just dissolve and that'll be it?
Yeah, basically that's it.
Wow.
Or no, they'll all move to LA.
and then Angel Investigations will take care of it.
Is now officially closed.
Moved to Cleveland?
You're right.
That's where I went to school. There could be a Hellmouth there.
It's under the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Or the Browns.
I thought the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was in Cleveland. I was confused. Still confused. But oh well.
It's also home of the best grilled cheese sandwiches ever, but whatever.
Let's get into some feedback, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's.
Okay.
So I have an email here from Ray. From Ray.
Do you want me to read it? I'll read it.
I got it. It just my iPad decided to wig out. Ray says, I'm not a huge fan of Potential as an overall episode. It feels like kind of a filler episode. I still find the Potential Slayers themselves to be very annoying, and I don't really have all that much interest in watching Buffy teach and train them. Dawn actually annoys me far less than the Potentials, so I didn't mind her getting a little bit of a story. I am happy that in the end they didn't make her a Potential, though. That would have been a little too convenient. For me, the thing that saves this episode a little bit is Xander's talk with Dawn at the end of the episode. I think that it hits the mark from an emotional standpoint. It must have been pretty tough for Xander all of these years being surrounded by witches, werewolves, slayers, vampires, and demons, and he has to just be the normal guy. He and Dawn bonding over the fact that they were normal human beings was a nice moment, and the kind of moment that I wish the show would take the time to show more often.
Yeah, I'm glad they took that moment.
All this chaos with the first and the Potentials, and that was a very human moment between two people. Also, Andrew continues to win me over with his comedy in general. Yes, Sarah Hagen plays Amanda, and any Freaks and Geeks fan will know her as Lindsay's former best friend Millie on that show. Amanda almost feels like the same character. She has the same nervous mannerisms and dorky dialogue that Millie had. As a big F&G fan, that was a treat for me the first way.
She was also in an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah.
In this email of Ray's, sorry, Steph, but in this email of Ray's, he mentions a whole bunch of interesting things and mentions how Xander was the only regular human, but Giles is just a regular human.
No, he's a watcher.
No, really, but is that a special power, really?
Yeah, he does. He's not supernaturally powered, but
he's on the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with you, but I'm playing devil's advocate.
He has a history of raising demons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. With the magics and the Ripper stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, Xander, no, you're boring. Bruce. We get more words of wisdom from Andrew. Actually, Andrew is my least favorite of the regular or recurring characters. I just like hearing Gabby say, yeah. She totally got you there, Gabby. I think Rebecca Rancurser does a good job writing him as an irritatingly real person in this episode. What do y'all think about Buffy's training program? Seems like a mixture of the cruciamentum and that coon hunt Maggie Walsh sent Buffy on. It's probably supposed to be more reminiscent of the flashback in Becoming Part 1, where Merrick takes Buffy to the cemetery to face her first vampire. Merrick, played by Donald Sutherland in the movie. Confirmation that potentials have some of the Slayer abilities, even if none of them are fully developed. Nope, Dawn isn't a potential Slayer. Dawn was about 12 when she became human, and whatever it is that determines who is and who isn't a potential seems to happen at birth. Bruce.
Bruce, thank you.
And we have the last email about potential from Missy. Sup, Gax?
Woo!
Sup.
In this episode, we have Buffy and Spike training the potentials in the ways of vampire killing. Clem does a new thing with his face that we've never seen before, which totally freaks the potentials out. Wait, I have a question. How does it feel to be called the potentials when it turns out your namesake are a bunch of irritating little wannabe slayers? I've been wondering, lols. Okay, let's take a moment from her email. How does it feel, Gabby and Kim, to be named after these annoying, irritating little wannabes?
I kind of friggin' resent it at this point.
Just wait. Just hold off on your opinion. Just hold off to the end.
All right.
And by the way, Robin reminded me that he's the one that gave me the idea for the title. It's not me. It was Robin. Yes.
Oh, everything. Damn you, Robin.
Robin!
Carl!
Burge! Well, back to the email. Willow does magics that smell like rotten eggs. Go, Willow. You know, sometimes I do magics that smell like eggs. Hilarious. Remember that annoying and weird girl who talked about pounding some guy's head because he bullied her? Amanda something or rather. Surprise! She's a fucking whiny but highly skilled potential too. Let's talk about my favorite part of this episode because it's the only part worthy of discussion. Dawn thinks she might be a potential slayer for a hot minute, and when she finds out she's not, she is gracious as all get out and tells the unworthy Amanda that she can do it. She can kill vampires and be a badass. This girl, seriously, she has grown into such a mature and interesting young woman. And then Xander, my sweet Xander, explains to Dawn that he understands what it means to be not special and without any real power to help. Xander knows what it's like to be surrounded by greatness, and he sees that although he and Donnie don't have a lot to contribute, they are still important to the team and very, very special, in my opinion, maybe even more special than the jacked-up heroes of the series. Xander is the one who sees everything because nobody is looking at him, and that is his power. I love that speech so fucking much. Also, I expect Illyria to rant more about that thing he got spoiled on because of that speech. Lols. Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to say anything about the thing I got spoiled on, regardless of speech or no speech or anything else.
Because it hasn't happened yet, or?
Has not happened yet.
Oh my God, still?
Countdown the episodes. Guys. Let me say with extraordinary confidence. When this thing happens, you will recognize it for what it is, for the thing I have been. Be aware. I was spoiled slightly, but then the actor, either on social media or in person, actually said something about it, and I was dumb enough to be paying attention.
So Nicholas Brendan told you something that ruined everything for you?
I just want to be very clear. An actor, and I'm not going to be sexist, so it could be actor, actress. This actor said something while I was paying attention, and I was like, oh.
An actor said something, I love it, while you were paying attention.
Don't spoil me, you know. So I got spoiled on something. When this thing happens, we will all recognize it for what it is, and I will not need to confirm. But yeah, hasn't happened yet, and I could go on and on, but it's pretty funny. Thanks, Simone.
Yay.
I can't wait for this thing to actually occur. I'm tired of waiting. But not so tired that I'm asking people to tell me when it happens. That would really spoil it even further. At least I don't know when it happened. It's like when I knew that Oz was a werewolf before it was revealed, and I was just like, oh, when is this going to be revealed? I'm tired of waiting. Yeah. Cool. Hey, Steph is muted. So feedback was also. Anybody have any final thoughts about this episode or things they want to mention? Megan, do you have anything you want to talk about specifically with regards to this episode?
It's kind of funny. I got kind of behind, and so I was listening to some of the last few episodes and some of the season 6 episodes, and especially like the failed Xander Anya wedding. Kind of interesting to see. Xander was actually always one of my favorite characters, even though he had some major highs and lows, like his wedding and like the end of season 2, where he fails to pass along what Willow actually said, and just, I don't know, some selfish moments. And I like his moment in this episode where he kind of, I don't know, opens up to Dawn about what he's gone through over the years with, being in their trio of, Willow and Buffy and Xander. So I appreciated that, him getting the opportunity to talk about.
Yeah.
He knows he's not in the spotlight, but
yeah, he's definitely in their shadow, but I don't get the sense he resents it though.
I don't think so.
Not now. I think he's had time to think about it.
Yeah, and I
he knows his place now.
With the Zeppo, I think that was kind of our. Oh yeah, this is Xander's life here, and it's kind of interesting. And yeah, I mean he's just this guy,
I think that was his Dawn moment back then. Like, he's not special. He wants to be special. He's matured a bit more since then.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Although he still needs to figure himself out a little bit.
Well, plus he gets to hang out with Buffy all the time now. So yay, that takes his sting away.
This is true.
Fuck that guy. I just can't with him still.
Are we ready to rate the episode, or do we have any points, Steph?
Steph's on mute still.
I know.
Sorry, we had a huge lightning strike, and everybody was freaking out. Okay, what? Where? What? Huh? Where we are?
Rating.
Final thoughts before we rate.
Okay. I think everything's been said.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
All right. Hey, let's rate the episode. I say Gabby goes first.
I laughed a lot of LOLing moments in this episode. However, we have the constant nagging annoyance that is, or are rather, the potentials. I cannot handle them. Which it has become obvious to me that I couldn't possibly be in a room with like a bunch of teenage girls. My head would explode, for realsies. Anyhow, it's better than the ones that I've hated recently, but I don't necessarily feel like it's filler. But I'm ready to move on, ready to get to the nitty-gritty, ready to finish this up and see what the fuck is going on. The little fake out, the double whammy fake out, not really a fake out with who the next potential is, was kind of fun. I really tricked both times. I'm like, it's not her. It's a trick. It's Dawn. No, it's really not. It was the girl. But, yeah, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to give this 7 out of 10 sausages.
Megan?
Yeah, it wasn't, an awesome episode or anything, but there were a lot of, I liked, like I said, Xander's vulnerable moment, and there were a lot of funny lines, and I would probably say like a 7 out of 10 sharp, sharp knives.
Kim?
I enjoyed this episode. I don't think it was that bad. Again, double fake outs. As much as I like to complain, I really get into the episodes when that happens. I'm like, Dawn, no! I'm like, Dawn, yeah! She's not the potential. And I really enjoyed the Xander speech. I'm going to up the ante. I'll give it a 7.5 balls of light.
Ooh!
Wow. Steph?
Like Ray said, the potential Dawn is very much more palatable.
Can you say it in English?
Again, Steph.
I think the lightning hit her phone.
Whoa.
You can't hear me.
Ooh.
Hola?
Sorry.
Steph, did you get struck by lightning?
No.
Do you want to reconnect and connect back to the call?
Okay.
I don't know if that's possible. I'm assuming that's possible. I'll give it my rating. I thought the episode was fun. I liked seeing the training. I liked being kind of happy for Dawn and then upset that she was the Slayer and then happy she wasn't and then kind of sad that she wasn't, and then the Xander Dawn speech was pretty neat. In a world without sevens, I give this episode an 8 out of 10. Pig's blood spritzers.
They're my favorite.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you sound
Yay!
fantastic.
So much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Ray said, next to the potentials, Dawn is so much better. I feel like Joss wrote that last scene between Dawn and Xander, the speech Xander gives. Because all the writers always say, "Oh, you wrote my favorite episode. I loved such and such part," and the writers say, "Oh, that was the part that Joss added in." So I feel like that. Yeah, Rebecca Kushner, I like her. She writes really good episodes, but that just is obviously written by Joss. I give it 7 out of 10 comfy crips.
Nice. And that is what we thought. We love hearing what you think. You can send us an email at
PotentialCast@gmail.com.
correct. You get an A+, Kim. Follow us on Twitter at PotentialCast. You can go to PotentialCast.com, download every single episode, do it twice. It's so nice. Join us on Facebook.com/group/PotentialCast. We haven't been deleted from Facebook in a while, so that's good. And, yeah, we love getting feedback from you. You can even call us on the telephone machine, 27040-BUFFY, if that phone number's still active. Now that we've all rated and we've talked about how people can get in touch with us, this is usually where we play the quote game. I'm going to let Kim go first because she usually picks one quote.
Sure. Demons? They're all demons? It's like a gay bar, except they're all demons.
I can scratch that one off my list. Megan?
It's like 1 second you are this klutzy teenager with fake memories and a history of kleptomania. Then suddenly you're a hero with a much abbreviated lifespan.
That was awesome. The kleptomania jab was so good. Awesome. Gabby?
Killing pigs is just so wrong and also hard.
Stephanie?
Mine were all stolen. Mine were taken, so I'm looking for another one.
All right. Well, I have one. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. Careful, Buffy. Just when you think it's part of the lesson, he'll hurt your arm.
I could take a shot of that yak you're in right about now.
Nope.
What's going on? Don's gonna be a slayer. Holy crap! Excuse me. Plucked from an ordinary life, handed a destiny. Say Skywalker, and I'll smack you.
Yeah.
I also really like Spike. Long time. Nice of you to bring snacks.
What did Andrew say? Why do we always have to yell or something?
Also liked his line about everybody wriggling out of their skin.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be embarrassing? Although, imagine, like, considering how his friend was killed.
Yeah, I thought that was super weird. I'm like, that's awkward.
Very.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I thought that was gross. All right. Okay. Wow. This was awesome. Hey, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Joining us. I'm wondering how many ways I said your name today, by the way. I know for sure I said Megan and Megan. Megan. You know, if any of those you're frustrated with, I apologize in advance. I did know that. Where can people find you on the internet, assuming you want them to find you?
They can find me if they'd like. I'm on Twitter at LucasMeg and at Instagram at HeyLegoMyMego. If you find somebody with a profile picture that looks like they're terrified of their own shirt, probably the right one.
It's me!
Yeah, me with my Pennywise t-shirt.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, they all float.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Steph, what's on the slate for next time?
Next time is The Killer in Me.
Nice.
Ooh, I wonder what it's about.
I heard this episode might be recorded soon. I don't have a song queued up, so hey, YouTube, catch you later. Bye, everyone.
Namaste, bitches.